Hello everyone, this is Kate from Vacay in One Day, and I am here at Universal Studios Orlando, Florida for their premiere Halloween event, Halloween Horror Nights 32, and I am so excited. This is my favorite Halloween event. I've been going for 5 years now, and I'm pumped for this year. It's going to be an amazing year. But I'm only here for 1 day, so I am on the hunt to figure out the best route to do every single thing, and I mean every single thing, in just 1 day. So that means 10 houses, 5 scare zones, 5 rides, 1 show, a Death Eater encounter, and a tribute store. There is so much to do here at Halloween Horror Nights, so we have to figure out the best way to get those done. I'll be walking through my thought process, which houses I pick first, the path I take, to see if that helps you when you come to Halloween Horror Nights. If you only have 1 day but you are on the hunt like me to do everything in 1 night. I'll also be sharing my reviews of each house and each scare zone, but just know that I'm here for 1 night, so my opinion is based on 1 time going through. And as we know, there are cash changes, it could have been a bad run or a really good run, and that impacts my rating. So just keep everything in the back of your mind, take it with a grain of salt. I also have some friends with me, I'll be showing you guys later, and they are the opposite of me. So I am HHN obsessed. I read every blog, I watch all the YouTube videos, I listen to podcasts. So I am pumped and will have that perspective. But they have either been here just once before or have never been here before. So they will have their own perspective on each house, and you'll get a full range of reviews. So with that, let's go! I got Express tonight, but we are not doing early entry. And so typically Express guarantees you to do everything, but honestly, I'm not sure anymore. So we really have to be the first ones in line and get there and be really strategic about which route we're going to. And I think we're gonna start tonight off with The Last of Us. I have my friends here with us. I have Jason, Jared, and Jen. So Jen and Jason have been here once, and this is Jared's first time. So you're gonna get a full range of opinions from someone like me who loves Halloween Horror Nights to people who've never been here or even really know anything about it. So while we're waiting for those doors to open, we're gonna figure out what our rankings are before we even go into the houses, and we'll see how our post houses shakes up. Your 10th place house is what?
No offense, but right now, my number 10 is Blood Moon because the cults.
Okay. Jared?
Mine is the Yeti.
Okay.
Mine's the Darkest Deal.
Okay. Jen, number 9.
Gosh. My number 9 is Chucky, Ultimate Kill Count.
Okay.
Dueling Dragons. Chucky.
Okay. Number 8.
Okay, my number 8 is Dueling Dragons.
Mine is Blood Moon. Yeti.
My number 7 is Darkest Deal.
Mine is also Darkest Deal. Mine's Blood Moon.
Okay.
My number 6 is Dr. Oddfellow's Twisted Origins.
Okay.
Same here. Mine's Dr.
Wow,
Oddfellow.
you guys are on
Number
same
6,
thinking.
Exorcist.
Okay.
My number 5.
Top 5.
Okay. Stranger Things 4.
Cracking my top 5, Exorcist.
Okay.
Number 5, Oddfellows.
Wow.
And then my number 4 is Universal Monsters.
Okay.
Here we go again. Mine's Universal Monsters.
Wow.
Way ahead of theirs, I've got Dueling Dragons, number 4.
Okay. Number 3. Top 3.
My number 3 is Exorcist Believer.
Wow.
Mine at 3 is The Last of Us.
Okay.
Monsters.
Okay. Number 2, Jen.
My number 2 is Yeti.
Surprisingly, at their number 9s, my number 2 is Chucky.
Wow.
Number 2, The Last of Us.
Okay. And number 1, what are you most excited for?
I'm most excited for my number 1 is The Last of Us.
Awesome.
Stranger Things.
Awesome.
Stranger Things.
Woo! My list is number 10, Chucky, Ultimate Kill Count. Number 9, Stranger Things 4. Number 8, The Darkest Deal. Number 7, Yeti. 6, Dueling Dragons. 5, Monsters Unmasked. 4, Exorcist Believer. 3, Dr. Oddfellow's Twisted Origins. Number 2, Blood Moon, Dark Offerings. And number 1, The Last of Us. So we got here at 5:15 and it let us in around 6:15, so we're pretty close to the front, and the line is definitely starting to form. So make sure to get here an hour early if you want to get a good spot. 1, to see the ceremonies, and 2, to not wait too long once the doors actually open. So like I said, we are going to go to The Last of Us first. So when you go inside the park, hang a right and go towards the back area, and let's get that one knocked out first. In the daylight with all their costumes. They look amazing. Oh, Gemini, that's my sign. Oh. The Last of Us first house is a 70-minute wait, but we have Express, so let's see how much time we saved with Express.
Hello, welcome.
Thank you. So the reason I picked The Last of Us as our first house is because Stranger Things and The Last of Us is going to be the most popular houses for this event, and because we didn't start at the Stay and Scream or the Scream Early ticket, everyone that went there probably went to Stranger Things 4. So I figured, why don't we start with The Last of Us and get that one out of the way. I also wanted to start in the back of the park and kind of work our way around. And then it also lets out by Universal Monsters Unmasked entrance. So I figured I would save some walking if I went to The Last of Us first, where it exits, and then go back into Universal Monsters. Okay, so we just did The Last of Us. We're going to give you guys our thoughts. We're going to give a scale from 1 to 5 on scariness level and 1 to 5 on immersive sets and just the storytelling aspect. So for me, I feel like if you've played the game, you've watched the show, you will really appreciate the set design, the makeup, the artistry, but I don't think it was that scary. I'm hoping the rest of them are scarier. So I think for scariness, I'm going to give it a 3. And I think for immersion and storytelling, I'm going to give it a 5, so a total of 8 for me.
I agree with all the points on scariness, and I'll go 3 there. And my immersiveness, I will go with 4.
Okay.
I was really scared, so I say 4 for scary and 3 for immersive, so 7.
I agree with the scariness. I'll give it a 3 for scariness. I did think the immersion was good. I'll give it a 4. I do think it was less scary than I thought. But for my first house, I think I was more scared than I thought.
There you go. First timers review, scarier than expected. All right, we're going to do the Monsters Unmasked next. It's right here. Let's see what time it is. Universal Monsters Unmasked, 35-minute wait. Let's see how much we save with Express. All right, Universal Monsters Unmasked. What'd you think?
I was impressed. Felt very immersed. We'll get into scores in a second, but a lot of the face guy, a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde, even smaller amount of Hunchback, and I'm not going to lie, I did not see the Invisible Man.
Ha ha ha. I think you meant Phantom of the Opera as the face guy.
That's what I mean.
Okay. I think that one was way scarier than The Last of Us. The sets were amazing in that one. I think even better than The Last of Us. And I know Universal Monsters won House of the Year last year, and I really feel like all the actors have stepped their game up to make sure that they also win House of the Year this year. I thought it was incredible. Okay, so rankings.
I'm going to go immersiveness of 5.
Okay.
Scariness of 4. Total of 9.
Okay. Jen?
I say immersiveness 5, scariness 3.
Scariness 3, okay.
I'm going to go immersion 4 and scariness 5.
Okay.
So 9.
Okay. I'm going to go 5 again for immersive sets because I think that one might have been even better than The Last of Us. And that one was very scary, so I think I'm going to give it a 4. So a total of 9. We are by the kids zone area, and we're gonna keep on going and walk towards our next house, which is the Darkest Deal, and then we're gonna follow the loop around the back part, hit up Dr. Oddfellow's, see the show, and then hopefully we'll see some Death Eaters. Third house of the night, the Darkest Deal, 35-minute wait. Thank you. So we just got out of the Darkest Deal. Thoughts and ranking.
The truest thing about it was dark. Really hard to see. Helped with some of the scares because you couldn't see them coming. Good theming, but I guess we'll get into the rankings in a second.
I agree with Jason. Very, very dark. I think that hurt a little bit because just couldn't get really immersed in the experience. So.
Yep.
I walked through first on that one, and it was really dark, and I kept flat tiring the guy in front of me. But it was scary. There was like a lot of time that you were just kind of walking, and I feel like it wasn't decorated as much as the other ones.
I would agree with that. I feel like they were missing some scare actors in that one, and it was so dark. So if you're gonna go through that one, make sure you go when it's darker out so your eyes are already adjusted, because if not, you can't see anything. Like, it is so hard to see what's in front of you. And to Jared's point, I think that hurts it because you kind of lose the story element when you can't really see anything in it. You can't really understand what's going on. So remember that if you're going through, go later in the night. Ratings of the Darkest Deal.
Darkest Deal, I'm gonna go 2 for immersion and 2 for scariness. I think darkness hurt both those categories.
Fair.
3 scariness, 2 immersion.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 2 immersion, but 4 for scariness.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna go 4 for scary, 3 for immersion, because I couldn't really get the story because it was too dang dark on there. All right, should we ride Men in Black, get a drink, get some snackies? Let's do it. Just got off Men in Black, Alien Attack, and I won only because I hit the bonus, or else I would have totally lost. Next, we're gonna do the show, Nightmare Fuel Revenge Dream.
I love the show. I
You
don't
love
know
the
how
show?
they did all these tricks and was in the bed, not in the bed. I love the music too.
Yes, you can't see yourself on camera right now, it's really dark, but
I was very impressed. Magic was great, stunts were great, but I'd only put it at like a 1 for scariness.
But what about the music?
music was good.
The music, the pageantry, wow, what a performance.
Jared?
Very, very, very good show. Very adult show. So refrain from taking your little ones there. But yeah, I really liked it. Very bright, very colorful.
A lot of fire.
Very good. A lot of fire.
The magic of them in the bed every time gets me. I cannot figure it out. Do you guys figure it out?
Are we watching the same show?
What? You saw her?
Did you figure out how they did it?
How they did what?
The
No,
bed
I
magic.
kept trying to look for like hidden
figure it
walls
out.
or stuff.
You couldn't figure it out. I think the dancing could have been a little shorter.
Yeah. No, but like that's the whole show is dancing.
No, but
It's
I
like
like.
saying the Jabberwocky should do less stunts.
Yeah, but I like all the magic and the like pyro and fire more than the dancing. It is now 8:30. We just got done with the show and we are doing Oddfellow's Twisted Origins. Can't really tell on the screen, but it is a 75-minute wait. See how long Express takes. Let's go.
I was really looking forward to this one. Dr. Oddfellow's an icon. It's hard to put anything below a 3 for immersion, so I'm going to go with 3 though. And it really wasn't that scary. It was more just like a walk, see what he's got. So I'm just going to go 2 scariness, total of 5.
All right.
I love that one, so
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, the ratings are like skewed because they might be low numbers, but it was so fun. I love the circus, and immersion 4, and scariness 2.
Okay.
See, I was kind of opposite of Jason. I thought it was very, very immersive. I really enjoyed it. I'm going to give immersion 5.
Okay.
First 1 out of 5. Well, it wasn't very scary. I'll give that a 2, but overall 7, very solid.
I would say the immersion, also a 5 for me. I loved that house. I thought all of the circus acts were fantastic. They had a lot of like scares that you just didn't expect, or just funny scares. I found myself laughing in that house. I would agree with them, it's not the scariest. I didn't have these like blood-curdling screams where I have in other houses. So for immersion 5, scariness, I'm gonna say 3. I'm gonna say it's right on par with The Last of Us. So I also love Dr. Oddfellow as an icon. I think he is so handsome, so scary, just a perfect icon for Halloween Horror Nights 32. I will never get over this. It is so amazing at night. I don't see the Death Eaters out yet. Just got off Green Gods. It's around 9:30 right now. So for the express pass to get to scan, it only was like a 10-minute wait. But then we had all that extra time that we had to wait once we merged with the regular people, which was about another 10 minutes. So it actually took closer to 20 minutes wait, even though just the express car was 10 minutes. So it was on the longer side for sure. Chucky, ultimate kill count, 75 minutes. That seems very long for this house, but let's go see how long Express is. Chucky
just didn't do it for me. It was slightly immersive, although like I just didn't really feel like I was really there. I don't know. I'll give that a 3 for immersion and 2 for scare.
Okay. Jason?
It's in a tough situation because of the break midway through, so I'm going to go with a 2 for immersion. I actually found it pretty scary, so I'm going to go with a 4 there. It's a total 6.
A 4? Wow.
I think the break made you more immersed, because then I was like, oh my god, this is real life, and I thought it was going to be over, and then it wasn't, and Chucky was there. So
Very nice.
I say 4 for immersion, 3 for scariness.
Okay. I would say I didn't get scared at all, so I'm going to give it a 2 on scares and a 2 on immersion, because I just didn't think that was it. They tried. The first doll was amazing in the first room. I thought that was a fantastic doll, but everything else didn't really work for me. So.
flowing soul of souls, surging through my veins and giving me what I so crave. Immortality!
Time to go in the tribute store. Mommy is a 50-minute wait. "55-minute wait, Yeti, campground kills. Let's go do it." Yeti, what'd you think?
It was a bit monotonous. It was like each part was cool. Like I think the costumes were great. I felt immersed, but it's just Yeti.
The Yetis are massive.
They're big.
They're
They're
so
really
big.
Really big.
Which can really intimidate you. And that bear was even intimidating that came in there. I thought the set was super fun, lighthearted, very campy, but also very menacing. The smells were great in there. The scenes were great. I thought it was an awesome house for sure. What would you rate it?
I'm gonna go 3 for immersiveness,
Okay.
3 for scariness.
Okay. So we're at the later part of the night, so I feel like the scariness starts to wear off a little bit. But I'm gonna say that was a scariness of a 4. And then I think for immersion, I'm gonna give that a 4 as well.
I thought that was a solid house. I don't think much really stood out for me. I'll give the immersion a 3. The scariness also probably a 3. I liked it, but yeah, nothing stood out that much.
Okay.
4 immersion, 4 scariness.
Thank you, Jen. Jason, what did you think of Dueling Dragons? Choose Thy Fate. And what did you choose?
Chose ice. I had high expectations. I don't know if it met those expectations, but I still thought it was really great. Very immersive. Felt like I was going along for the story. So I'd give that immersion a 5. The flip side of that, this was probably the least scary of them all, and I'd give it a 2. So a total of 7.
Okay. Jared?
I agree. I think it was pretty immersive. I liked the storyline. Kept me going. I give that a 4. Didn't think it was super scary. Although I think I got caught in the middle of some of the scares. I give that a 3. I think it was still very solid overall. 7 overall.
Okay. Jennifer?
It was immersive. I really liked all the decorations and the costumes. And I say immersive 4, scariness 3.
I would say for me, it was very immersive, like they said. When you're walking on the little bridge up into the castle, it was fantastic. The little troll guy in the beginning, I chose fire, and we lost, so that was a bummer. I thought scariness level, a 2. Immersion, a 4. All right, let's do Exorcist Believer. This is supposed to be scary. It is 12:08. We have 3 more houses left. The Exorcist Believer.
Version 5, scariness for Exorcist. My favorite one yet. Love it. I felt like I was in the house and the exorcism was happening right in front of my eyes. And it was terrifying. And I loved every second of it. 5, boom, love
Wow,
it.
perfect house. Exorcist Believer.
So, the ratings don't always tell the full story. But what I've got to say is that was the scariest house at 5, and it was pretty immersive, 4. So that's 9, which I think is my highest house so far.
Did you enjoy the smell?
It was terrible.
What did it smell like?
Chocolate of sorts.
Jared?
Really, really good house all around. Not perfect in either category for me, so I'm going to give it a 4 and a 4. So still a very good score. I like the house. Yeah.
Nice. I'm gonna give it a 4 and a 4 as well. I thought it was very scary. The sets were awesome. I loved the girls so much. All right, it's now 12:30. We have just 2 houses left. Stranger Things 4 and Blood Moon Dark Offerings, and then of course we have this bad boy coming up next. Wait time is 50 minutes. See what's expressive. The houses are definitely dying down towards the end of the night. This is Stranger Things, and we waited 5 minutes for Express. We also waited 5 minutes for Exorcist Believer, which are our shortest times. It's now about 1 a.m. So hold out to the end of the night, and you can definitely get in houses, especially right in this area where they're all kind of on top of each other and they don't have that long of a wait. This is the time to do those houses because the wait times significantly drop, especially for Express. 5 minutes each for both of them, and we're in. Let's do Stranger Things. Last house of the night, Blood Moon Dark Offering. Well, this waiting area is very nice and in the air conditioning, so if you're very hot or it is raining, come to Blood Moon Dark Offerings. You can hang out in this soundstage to wait. 2. We are done with the event. We have 2 houses we still have to rate. So Jen, what would you say for Stranger Things 4?
4 scariness, 4 immersion. I really liked it. It was a good house. I felt like I was like in the season. They had a lot of the characters that I could like recognize really well too. It was fun.
Okay.
Elite house. 5. Perfect 10.
Wow.
Which one are we rating?
Stranger Things 4.
Stranger Things 4, very, very good. 5 immersion. I think I would have given it a 5 scare, although I was a little all over the place and sometimes. So I'll give it a 4 scare, but very, very good. 9 overall.
Okay. I'm going to say there were a few characters that I knew that were supposed to be in there that were missing, which took away from it for me. There was like Eddie character missing, a few others. So I think I'm going to give it, some of the sets looked a little cheap too. So I think I'm going to give it a 3 for immersions. And I'm going to give it a 3 for scares because I didn't get scared that much either. So I know, I'm going to be the Debbie Downer here. But okay, last house, Blood Moon Dark Offerings.
5.
Whoa, another perfect house.
It was so scary. I was the most scared in this one, I think.
Okay, did you like it better than Exorcist?
Scarier than Exorcist, but I like the theme of Exorcist better. But like, I think I'm just scared of cults, and this was so scary, and they were all very culty, and there were so many jump scares, and I felt like they came more often, so everyone got to experience them.
Agree with that. Jason?
Hard to disaggregate my tiredness from the house. Overall, again, I think immersion 3, scariness probably 2.
What? Immersion 3? You're tired.
I thought it was a little better than that. I think the immersion was about a 4. It wasn't that scary. I think there was a couple times I actually got very scared. Overall, though, I think it was very. I'll give it a 3 for scare, so 7 overall.
Okay. I'm going to give this one a 5 for immersion because I thought the set design was fantastic. I loved the bell tower. I loved that you could see the blood moon in every single room you were in. I thought there were a lot of scare actors, especially for being the end of the night. And scariness, I'm going to give it a 4. I thought, like I said, there was a lot of scare actors in there. They were hitting it hard. It's really loud in there. They're using a lot of noises to make the scares happen. So just be aware of that. But I thought that was a fantastic house. Thank you so much for following along for Vacay in One Day. We had the best night at Halloween Horror Nights. Because we can't do math, it's very late. We're going to sum up all of our scores and we're going to figure out what our total combined list is, 1 through 10 for the houses. I'll put them up here so you guys can see which ones were the best houses. I'll also show you the route I took so you know which is the best strategy to get all the 10 houses, all 5 scare zones, 5 rides, 1 show, 1 Death Eater encounter, and 1 tribute store. Thanks for watching.